You've been going ham in the group chat on your own. That's crazy.
No, I know.
No one's letting
and they probably fucking hate me for it too, which is even worse. But it is a lonely feeling when I'm like, I think this is objectively funny stuff I'm sending, I'm getting crickets.
In 2025, that's the loneliest you can be.
Thank you.
Is when your boys in the chat are not coming to help you out.
And it's kind of like a joke answer, but it also is like, what the fuck, guys?
Super real.
What are we doing?
It is super real.
I'm putting in work here.
Yeah. How good are these memes?
I'll show you later. They're not good.
Okay.
It's like naked.
All right.
It's like Shrek naked, dude, and they all fucking hate it. But I think it's funny.
But you deserve something.
Yeah,
you deserve a little bit of a response, man.
If someone texted me like a below shot of Shrek's dick,
yeah,
I would respond.
Yes, you can.
I wouldn't not respond. Guys, if you're listening, respond to me. It's funny.
Yeah. Hey, Max's friends.
Yeah.
He sent a dick pic that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He sent a green dick.
Yeah.
Let the guy have this, please.
And there was more than that. That's just the first one that came to mind.
And we're so fucking back. It's the You're an Idiot podcast. I'm Alex Dragovich, your host. Join with me today of internet fame, one of the funniest people I know. Guys, give it up for Max St. John.
Yes, thank you. Hell yeah.
I've been doing these collabs, and it's kind of funny that it's just it's guys give it up, and there's no one here.
One person clapping, one in the background. I like it.
Yes, Maximus, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm busy, but good.
It's good to have you on the pod, man. We get to hang out a lot. You're one of my best drinking buddies, and
exactly how I want to be known in the community, dude. Thank you. That's a critical
This
acclaim.
guy can fucking put him back, guys. He's absolutely hilarious. One thing that I talked about last episode was I went and saw Peach Pit,
yes,
and got to hang out with him after. You also have been connected with I think some huge emo bands the past year or so.
Yeah,
because I think it's really interesting that these are our heroes. They just kind of they kind of hit us up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done the whole VIP thing too? I want to kind of compare our days here or our situations.
Sure.
Who did you go see? You probably seen a bunch, right?
Yeah, recently. I mean, one of my all-time favorite bands, Silverstein. They're awesome.
Amazing, yeah.
Bayside from Queens, and they've been around.
They're hardcore.
They rock.
Yeah.
And both of those guys are both consistently so good live.
Yeah.
But yeah, A Day to Remember I was just at.
Did they all so do these bands, do they see you make stuff online then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
I maybe last summer, a couple summers ago, I do bits about this online that I like this stuff. I like this music.
Yeah.
And I work that in naturally, I hope, to little sketches and fake things I do, and they'll pop up. They'll pop up for these guys, and then they'll just comment on it.
And they're like, "This is great," and you DM a little bit. Are emo guys are they normal? What? I guess now are they normal? But what? Because you see these dudes, they're in their 40s now, and their lyrics are not for 40-year-old guys.
It's funny.
How do they own their the way that they perform now? Or do they kind of lean into being dads? Or what's the whole vibe? I don't know. Are they holding on to their 20s?
I might not say that, and I can't speak for them, but they still go hard. I think they perfected going hard.
Damn.
Which is sick. I mean, also frighteningly, these guys aren't that old. Some of these guys are 35.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are you 35?
They were just making awesome music.
Yeah, they're I joined the band when I was 16. I was like, shit, dude. That's insane.
So you've been successful the entire time I've been alive.
Yeah, I was sitting in high school listening to you succeed and complete your dreams.
The guy from Saves the Day was touring with Weezer when he was 19.
Crazy.
And you're just like, oh yeah, he's fucking awesome.
But then a lot of these guys in their 30s and early 40s, the content and comedy they consume is very similar to what we like and what we make. Yeah. So there's a pretty big overlap I found, which I'm sure you've found, which is
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, musicians, sometimes they want to be comics.
Sure.
They sometimes they'll make jokes on stage, and you're like, I could probably punch that up for you, but It's a good effort.
They've said that they're like musicians want to be comics and comics want to be musicians.
Yes, rappers want to be ballers, ballers want to be rappers.
Hell yeah,
it's the truth, man. I'm trying to like I'm so interested in like the elder millennial and like the emo thing and like how it like all progresses and everything. But like, do they give you like backstage passes? Do they hook you up? Is it all?
Yeah, I mean, they're all everyone I've met and been like friends with. At least I call them friends. They probably consider me like the guy like, bothering them. No, they're all the sweetest guys. Every single person I've connected with is so nice. And I feel like the first couple times I always have, I mean, you know, I have imposter syndrome. If someone's like, hey, let's see tickets at the door, and it's like a pass and everything, I'm like, I'm not going to go back. I'm going to stand and watch a show and mind my business.
And then you feel bad. Yeah. Like for, you do feel like you're bothering them, but then they're hyped to see you. Yeah. As we found out with Peach Bit, it was really, really cool. Like they were all like, they're excited. Yeah, that you're there. They're fans of comedy. Like they're fans too.
Totally. And I try to be polite, and I feel like it creates like more of an inconvenience. I'm like in the back, and I'm texting them like, "Hey, I'm here. I'll come through if you want me to. Let me know." And they're like, "Just fucking knock on the green room door." Like that's so much easier.
Do you feel? Are the crowd's age? Are there young kids listening to this stuff?
Yeah, now? I think because specifically some of the bands I've been seeing are just so good live, and I feel like that like hardcore, post-hardcore is kind of having like a little bit of a resurgence.
Let me actually, Connor, can you pull this up real quick? Can you pull up Ohio is for Lovers by Hawthorne Heights?
Hell yeah.
I just want to, can you pull up the lyrics? Because like, this is just something that like, I don't know if any of our listeners are like younger or they don't know if you're like 24. So the chorus is, you can't zoom in it at all. Okay. Just a little bit, just on the, go down.
Nice.
So the chorus is down. Yeah, right there. So cut my wrists and black my eyes. Cut my wrists and black my eyes. That guy screams there. So I can fall asleep tonight or die because you kill me. You know you do. You kill me well. Now, again.
Hell yeah.
Those guys are in their 40s. Yeah. I know this. They're in their 40s. And when you're 16, it's totally fine. It's totally, it's totally fine to listen to. Do you know what's weird is that you're in high school, you're listening to this, you're like, I feel this.
Yeah.
I get this.
I don't know, maybe that's where you and I are different. I hear that, I'm like, yeah, dude, me too. I'm like blasting this in my apartment, in my ears, screaming along.
But that's what it was for me in my 20s. I let go of emo. I let go of emo big time.
I think
20s.
A lot of people do, but they circle back.
I think now I'm just like, I know this isn't who. Like I can listen to it and be like, this isn't my life.
It's funny.
Whereas like in high school, I'm like, yeah, this might be my life.
Yeah.
You
made it out.
I made it out.
You escaped. Congrats.
And I don't think there's
I'm still in there.
It's crazy that this was such a moment in time and nobody really it did kind of die off. Some bands are coming back. What do you mean like about like the resurgence? Do you think it's like is it like us, like we're bringing it back into the pop culture? Are people talking about it more on TikTok, or are like young kids fully getting into it?
I think there are bands that young kids are getting into, and I'm not the best one to talk about it because I feel like I listen to the same like 4 bands from 2008, so I'm not fully up to date on the new stuff. But like I know Turnstile. They're like a current hardcore band. Yeah. And they're recent and they're pretty young and they go hard and their crowd is like 20-year-olds. Yeah. So and they do a thing, I think they like allow people to run on and stage dive throughout the entire show.
They do, which is like that's emo.
That's crazy. It's like, but it's like punk and hardcore and and the shows look sick. They're actually playing in New York.
They do seem awesome. They do seem like Turnstile is they're like a new version.
Right.
They seem like this version's like without the political thing, like Rage Against the Machine in a way. Yeah. Like that's kind of like what they're.
I haven't listened enough, but I've seen clips of them live. That might be a little bit scary for me because I'm young enough to still be in the pit, but old enough to realize the danger. You know.
Have you moshed?
Oh, every time, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I go up. I surf every time.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you have to.
Is there footage, Max?
There is. Yeah. There.
Is it on the Instagram?
My 32-year-old friend fucking just throwing elbows.
I can find the footage.
Yeah,
they did have
we can splice this up. We'll
If you text it to Drago and he sends it to me, I can pull it up either during the episode or on the Patreon.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
I don't want to pull away from the conversation.
Sure. Because I went to When We Were Young in October, and Silverstein, they did this like house show for like 250 people.
Yeah.
In like a lit VA hall the night before the actual festival, and it was like the sickest show of all time. They kept the lights on the whole time, and it was like 130 degrees, and they had people film it, and it looked.
Are you fucking throwing bows? Are you like how? What is the mosh? Like, dude, how do people mosh? Is it like just are you jumping into people?
I feel like there's a way to do it and still be respectful. You know,
I want to say I would just before I let you finish. I do want to say I would be the guy. I would be like hey man. Like,
yeah.
Ow, man.
It's actually a pretty respectful activity. You know, like you're going in and like headbanging and like shoving around and moving around, and obviously like the kind of unwritten rules. If somebody falls, you help them up, and so that's fine. But then there's always like one dude you see in the pit that's like looking to hurt someone, and you can tell just by looking at them. They're like traps go up to the back of their head, and they're like. Yeah, they look like they just got out of high school football practice, but they're way too big, and they have that look in their eyes. They're like, this guy's not here to have fun. He doesn't even know who's playing.
Have you seen an injury in the pit?
Not a bad one, I don't think. But you'll see people with like bleeding eyes or whatever. Like they got a little cut above their eye.
Yeah, that's okay.
Bad.
I think that's okay. That's fine.
My issue is I get gassed before anything goes wrong.
Man,
I'm in there for like 45 seconds. I'm like, oh fuck.
I thought that was gonna be a 3-letter word. I thought you were gonna say I get gas. I thought you were gonna you were gonna be like, dude, my stomach can't really handle. Sometimes I gotta
45 seconds in the pit does it. I'm like, I gotta get out of here, dude.
Forgot to take.
No, I'm tired. You're like running around in a circle and it's hot for like 45 seconds. Yeah. And it feels like you just went to swim practice. I can't be in there for too long.
Brother,
and that's
dude, it is like, I can see people going hard. Dude, I went to a concert Saturday, and again, like I fully like I am like earplugs.
Oh, you're an
earplugs.
Guy. Smart.
IPA. I got my baseball hat on. I'm in the back, and I'm like nodding agreeably. And I'm just going to like,
knowing what I know about you, that is so on brand. I was talking about you to somebody, and I'm like, Alex is the perfect friend who I see once a month, who frantically hits me up, and he's like, I need like 4 Bud Lights. And then you disappear for a month straight, and then you just do the exact same thing a month later. You're like, Max, it's 10:30. I just finished shows. Let's get like 4 beers, and then I'm going home.
Yeah, dude.
It's like it's a great rhythm.
You are like you're a safe space for me to drink around. You're great. Cool. You're a great guy to kick it with. And do you know, I was just I don't know if I said this on the pod but last week, but like going out with just one buddy, like it makes it a lot easier to talk to gals.
Sure.
You know, like it's because 3 guys, you're kind of like in a crew, you're kind of talking, even 4 guys, whatever, 5, like you're in a group talking. 2, we're way more approachable. And then it's a lot easier for us to approach people.
Sure. We're catching up. We're not there for that.
We're hanging out. If a group of 4, you're so much more approachable at 2.
Sure.
I don't know why. I don't know why that is. But
there's a direct correlation. As the number gets higher and higher, it gets scarier and scarier. You get 8 guys coming up to a girl. You know, that's not like the friendliest vibe.
It does get scary. Yeah, that is true, man. I'm very in the pocket with my drinking lately. I am like
humble brag.
You'll see me you'll see me this summer at some point, like let it loose. But I'm like 3 to 5, maybe 4 to 6. Connor, what's your pocket, man?
I'm a one-on-one guy.
One-on-one?
Yeah, just hanging out.
Hanging out. I'm talking about beers.
How
much are you drinking?
I'm not drinking much recently. It messes with my anxieties. So, two with a slightly empty stomach is a good spot for me.
You guys both have it together well.
Well, but to me it's just the hangover is so unbelievable that it's like you've got the super gene. You don't really get hungover, or do you just push past it?
Yeah, like at some point it's all gonna come crashing down. But until then, it's going all right. I don't know. It's
you've
like,
just been waking up and you're just like, all right, I'm ready to like, cause wait, this is also something I want to talk about. Like you'll wake up, you'll be like, it'll be 2, 3 in the morning, and I'll be like, dude, I'm wrecked for the next 3 days. And you're like, yeah, dude, I got to go bird watching in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you'll be like,
and that's like an early wake up. It's
like a 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So you can just fucking.
That's why I said the crash is coming, and it's going to be hard and bad.
Or but I don't know, dude.
Or I'm a superhero.
Yeah, but you really are.
I don't think so.
Why?
Dude, no, I'm the pitcher who has gas but hasn't learned how to control it. So he's gonna need Tommy John at like 24. But you're the relief pitcher who's been around for like 15 years because you know how your arm works.
I've been throwing knuckle curves.
You're Tim Wakefield.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing as hard as I can, and one's gonna like sail into the announcer's booth, and I'm never gonna pitch again.
Yeah, and you're like, it's gonna come out of your shoulder's gonna come out of your socket.
Yeah.
Know,
they're gonna need to go back for the arm that's left on the mound.
It is true. It is true, dude. I'm so much better at keeping it in the pocket, but. Yeah, I just wish I fucking I wish I had like a 6 years ago. I think what it is, because you work out a good amount.
Yeah, I go through like phases.
I gotta start working out again. But I wanna get back on bird watching.
Oh yeah, my bad. Happily. I mean, I don't want to ruin this podcast, but sure.
No, dude, we're about to go into the depths.
Yeah.
Is it a 30s thing? Is the bird watching a what is the why?
Yeah.
Why,
no, and you bring up a great question.
Max, why?
Yeah. Well, also I took an autism test today.
Okay.
And this is related. And one of the questions was like, do you collect things like train schedules and or look at birds? No. And I was like, I don't feel like those two things are on a similar playing field, you know? I like birds, but I don't think that means I'm like, I have stapled train maps on my, anyway.
Right. Dude, it is I don't know what birds are for people. What do they do? What can you give me an enjoyment equivalent?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it like for you, you know, I don't know. Is it like watching a football game? I don't know. Is it? It's not like it can't be like watching Bayside. Like what is bird watching for you?
Okay, the equivalent. Yeah, and I'm sorry. I'll answer the question for the third time you've asked. I was just ignoring on tangents. Bird watching is fun, dude. It happens. I don't know if it's a 30s thing. I guess it can be a 30s thing. I think that's when it kind of happened to me.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like that's kind of when it happens to most people once they kind of settle into who they are as a grown adult. In terms of enjoyment, it's probably more like if you really enjoy pizza and you want to hit all the different pizza shops around New York, you know?
Yeah. But okay, keep going.
Because like a big thing of bird watching, and it's not necessarily competitive, but you can be a little bit solo competitive. Be like, I'm going to go out on this May, and I hear laughing in the back.
Solo compete. Compete on the bird.
I'm going to go out on this May morning, and I want to see as many species as I can.
It's you against you.
It's you against you. And it's not easy. Because these birds are small, you'll hear them, and there are apps that can help you. It's like there's a Shazam for birds. It's called Merlin. It's incredible. It's a great barrier for entry for bird watching.
Right. Of course.
And that'll show up.
Big plug.
Yeah. I'm not sponsored, but I've been talking with them. So if anyone on this podcast is interested in birds, but it'll show up like what bird's making that sound, and then you know what you're kind of loosely looking for.
Oh.
And you'll say like, I know there's a common yellowthroat somewhere in these bushes.
Can you do a quick common yellow call?
I can't, man.
You're not gonna disgrace.
I'll do a lot, but
you're not gonna.
You got to pay for that.
You're not gonna disrespect the sport.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, if I started imitating bird sounds, we'd be pretty far off track. This would be the last episode. I got you.
Yeah. No. I do think again, dude. It's this shit. Like some people. A lot of the listeners, they're like online folks. Like I can see them being a little, if it's a spectrum thing, maybe this kind of brings everyone together, but cool. It is, but I want to know in terms of the visceral feeling that you get when you see a bird for the first time, and like, what do you say to yourself?
That's a great question.
Like, let's say you see a pretty fucking rare bird.
Yeah, it's really oh hell yeah. Not much more exciting than that. But that's pretty high. That's pretty high on the scale for me, dude. Because I could have more excited reactions than oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
But oh hell yeah, you know, I say a lot of times like, oh, that's funny. If something's actually funny, and people think I'm like being a dick, but I actually mean it.
Okay, yeah.
Because so like me, if you said something that's really funny,
I've gotten that from you. I've gotten that, dude. That's really funny. I've gotten that too. I've gotten that from you.
So that's high on the scale.
Okay, great.
That's a compliment.
Ah.
So just like oh hell yeah, even though it sounds pretty lay low, that's pretty excited for me.
I want you to know, dude. I feel like you don't have an outlet to tell people. You know, no one's here. Do you have a support? Like, do you tell people like, hey man, I saw a pretty fucking sick bird today?
Support group is a funny way to put it.
Because I feel like I can be that. If you really like, if you see a bird that you dig and you just can't hold it in.
I've done that. Like a couple weeks ago, I saw a scarlet tanager in Prospect Park.
Yeah,
and it was pretty out in the open, like a brilliant red with the black wings. Oof. And I
mean, how could you miss it?
Yeah. We'll have to bleep this. And I took a video zooming in and sent it to just the most boring friend of all time.
Yeah.
And he was like, I sent him a video saying scarlet tanager. And he goes, what am I supposed to do with this information? And I'm like, yeah, fair enough. That's the correct answer.
Dude, it is like there are things though that I think there are things that we all get into later in life.
Totally.
It's a 30s. Everyone has their 30s thing.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of them, at least for me, are things that other people that I'm friends with don't get or don't enjoy. Half of my life of like my interest is trying to convince my friends to also be interested in them, and they don't give a shit.
I don't know.
Rinse, repeat.
I feel disrespectful now if have you drunkenly or soberly invited me to birdwatch? Have I said?
I don't think I have. I don't bother with a lot of people. I think I can read it on them pretty early that they have zero interest.
So you've read me.
You want to come? I there's a see. I just asked you and you laughed.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm sorry.
Dude, it's an open invite.
That wasn't me baiting you to say.
Yeah. You're like, do it. Ask me. Fucking ask me to go birding with you.
Ask me, dude. Seriously. Yeah.
I dare you to ask me. I'll say yes.
Dude, I know. It is true. Like I think probably some people do when they're younger, but like I've gotten more into pool. Yeah. Playing pool,
way cooler.
I've gotten more into this is crazy. I've gotten more into I've gone to bars by myself on like a Thursday night.
Oh yeah,
have a beer.
I do that every night.
Watch guys play pool, and or get in the mix and just kind of like
that rocks.
Do you know what it is, dude? Is I like to sometimes my social battery can just kind of get low just by virtue of like,
yes,
I don't know, touring, whatever, like you're out at shows, you're doing all this. Sometimes do you ever wonder, this is so, I can't believe I'm like, I don't think I've ever admitted this or said this, but like sometimes I really like to, like when I'm watching an old movie or something like that, I'm always like, I wonder what it'd be just to be like a fly on the wall in one of these, like it's just like at a bar or a restaurant, like in the 50s or the 60s or something like that. And it's like, and now like a couple times I'm like, you're in this time capsule right now and you just get to observe it. So I'll just go have a beer and just kind of hang out. It's so strange, but I really enjoy it.
Dude, I'm on the same page. I love it. I will go to a bar. It's also relaxing. It's the same way. Like I will be out all day, have a ton of stuff, and just like dropping to a cozy corner local dive, sitting at the bar for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Catching up on a couple emails by yourself, dude, talking to nobody is like a great end of the night activity. And you get some crazies when you're able to like watch and observe what's going around.
Yeah, dude.
It's awesome.
Yeah, no, it is awesome. And sometimes, dude, I like watching basketball alone at a bar. That's what I'll do. I'll do that sometimes where we're
living similar lives.
Well, I've said this too, dude, where I've been like, where I'll literally be texting you like, hey, I'm gonna come over or I'll come to Greenpoint or wherever you're at at the second half. I'm watching this game right now because that's where I'm like watching a game by myself. Connor, do you have any 30s things that you're like, oh shit, like this is my new?
I'm still 29, but I've gotten into worm composting.
Bitch. What?
Worm composting. I'm so glad
you
asked.
Way worse than what we said.
Yeah. That's why I'm back here.
I was not ready for that. What do you mean worm composting?
I mean, it's right there.
No, this is the whitest podcast we've had ever, by the way.
You know what composting is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you just add some worms into the mix, and it takes care of it. You can do it indoors.
Why is it so exhilarating? Again, that was my question about bird watching.
It's pretty cool because in like 3 months you can take your food scraps and have dirt. It also takes almost no effort, and you feel good doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got worms next door, Drago. I can show you after this.
All right, we'll go see those worms, guys. We'll get off the birds for a little bit. Yeah. I think we might have hit an all-time low in the pod. There,
if it comes head to head, I think my birds would fuck his compost worms up. Historically, we're rivals. But,
I do too. I think yeah. Dude, the bird versus worm.
Yeah. Damn. Something tells me it wouldn't go well for Connor.
Damn. Yeah. Hey guys, taking a quick break here to plug some June dates. Just one weekend I really want to get some people out to. Cincinnati, June 12th through 15th. I'm going to be at Go Bananas Comedy Club, one of the best clubs in the country, legendary spot. Get out there if you can. And also, please keep subscribing to the Patreon. If you don't already, please subscribe. And I'm not going to do another take of this. Let's get back to the episode. This is from Brent Owen. What's the most alone you've ever felt? Conversely, what's the most fulfilling moment of your life so far? Wow, Brent, hitting us with the big questions. I kind of love it. The most alone I've ever felt. The most alone I've ever felt. Oh, man, there are some nights like when you're on the road. The most alone I've ever felt is when I got, what was the little virus that was going around in
COVID? That little.
No, this was like in end of 2024.
Norovirus?
Norovirus.
Bro.
I had norovirus in Albany.
That was worse than COVID.
In Albany, New York, I had norovirus. I had to cancel. I was at the club was putting me up in a hotel. I had to cancel my shows while at the hotel. I had norovirus for probably 24 hours, but I was in this hotel room for 2 days. That was the most alone I've ever felt. Dude. Albany, 6 degrees out. December 21st.
Dude, and norovirus is like I think 50% of people have to go to the hospital. It's I also had it like a couple months ago.
How'd it go?
Brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal. It's like it goes quick. I mean, it's like 24 or 36 hours, but that was the worst 24 hours of my life.
There was because you have to, did you throw up?
Oh yeah.
I wasn't throwing up. That was my only thing, but I was
It was the other thing.
Yeah, it was coming out the other way, dude, and it was like a lot.
Yeah.
And I was so dizzy, couldn't open my eyes, and I just remember I was just not looking at my phone and couldn't talk to anyone. That's a lonely feeling. That's
being in a hotel room too, because you probably can't order like delivery to. I guess you can do room service, but
yeah, but still, it's like you're not. Yeah, you're obviously not eating. But it's like with the big noro.
Yeah,
it's fucking brutal. Dude.
A bunch of my friends were like, "I had norovirus and lost like 10 pounds," and I was like, "I didn't. I mean, I was sick.
Yeah,
I didn't look better. The fuck happened?
Yeah,
I didn't get the good deal out of the norovirus. I just got the negatives.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty tough. What's the most lonely you've ever felt, Max?
This is like kind of a joke answer, but it's also real when you're the only person just going in like multiple group chats.
Oh my God.
That's me right now. I have a group chat of like 3 friends, and like the past 3 days has just been me sending shit.
You're just, are you tossing in memes?
Oh yeah. They're like memes, Instagram links, just like things I like, just not even a single thumbs up, nothing.
You're trying to spark because the guy in the group chat trying to spark the convo, that's a noble move.
That's always me. Also, because I just like maybe I have a sickness and I need to be like doing something stupid like online at all times.
Yeah, you want to be talking, you want to be having fun.
So things I'm seeing, I'm just firing out to the people I think I'd like it, and they're probably doing things like having jobs.
Yeah. They're probably
or like relationships,
like contributing to society.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's 1:30 a.m. Why haven't you responded to this AI slop meme I found is making me laugh.
You've been just. You've been going ham in the group chat on your own. That's crazy.
No, I know.
No one's and
they probably fucking hate me for it too, which is even worse. But it is a lonely feeling when I'm like, I think this is objectively funny stuff I'm sending, I'm getting crickets.
In 2025, that's the loneliest you can be.
Thank you.
Is when your boys in the chat are not coming to help you out.
And it's kind of like a joke answer, but it also is like, What the fuck, guys?
Super real.
What are we doing?
It is super real.
I'm putting in work here.
Yeah. How good are these memes?
I'll show you later. They're not good.
Okay.
It's like naked.
All right.
It's like Shrek naked, dude, and they all fucking hate it. But I think it's funny.
But you deserve something.
Yeah,
you deserve a little bit of a response, man.
If someone texted me like a below shot of Shrek's dick,
yeah,
I would respond.
Yes, you can.
I wouldn't not respond. Guys, if you're listening, respond to me. It's funny.
Yeah. Hey, Max's friends.
Yeah.
He sent a dick pic that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He sent a green dick.
Yeah.
Let the guy have this, please.
And there was more than that. That's just the first one that came to mind.
So wait.
Not more dicks.
I want to clarify. You sent the Shrek dick pic to nothing, and then you go, well, this will get him. You have something else in the chamber. Where you're literally going like through your logs, like, okay, what else is like fucking awesome that I can send? Like, because at that point you're going, well, they're mad at me now. I got to redeem myself.
Yeah, and nothing gets them. You know, all of a sudden like cats,
just cats hanging
cat
out.
memes. You know, like
cat because cat memes. Anyone likes that.
Sure.
How do you not like a cat meme? Yeah, can we pull this up, please? I'm like so interested.
I won't show it.
Is there anything else? Are you scrolling?
I'm scrolling. There's some responses.
Is that all you?
No, there's some stuff. Here's an emoji giving another emoji a wedgie.
Can you show the camera? It's an emoji giving another.
You tell me you're not gonna respond to that?
How do you not respond to that? Is that just like
he's loving it?
Are you sending that like with no context?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe we just have creative differences. I think that's funny. If I got that no context out of nowhere, that's a hilarious text to get. And they're all like, "Stop bothering me at work."
Oh my God.
Actually, they don't say that. They don't say anything, but I'm just imagining that's what they're thinking.
An emoji giving another emoji a wedgie.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny. Dude.
And that's not like my thing. It's just the first thing that popped up when I was looking.
But man, what is so true is that is the loneliest you feel.
Yeah.
When you toss something in the chat that you think is awesome, man.
Yeah. It's bombing.
All you want to is like to feel good. All you need is like a like.
Totally.
All you need is one heart.
Throw me a bone.
Throw the guy a heart.
Even like just a lone dude.
If I was a musician today, I would write a song called "Throw Me a Heart."
Throw me a heart. That's kind of nice.
You know, that's about group chats in 2025. I'm a fucking artist, dude. Well, actually, dude. So, I'm actually. I think you know this. I'm moving soon. I'm moving next week, and I got myself a studio in Ridgewood.
Hell yeah.
And so there's actually Ridgewood. Actually, a lot of great bars, restaurants. When you talk about like your local, I'm like, there's like by me is like Aunt Ginny's and like Gotcha Hall and like Rolo's is over by me. So it's like. Yeah.
That's how you picked your place?
What's up?
That's how you picked your spot?
I picked it because of the deal. But here's actually, I want to tell the story on the pod. Here's how I got my place, dude. I was like, decided I'm moving out, and I try to find someone to fill my apartment. Have I told you this story yet?
Not quite.
So I try to find someone to fill my apartment or maybe fill like the extra room, and I'm getting like no bites on on Instagram. So I randomly go on Craigslist and I'm like fucking like, let's see if there's any like one bedrooms or whatever.
Okay, you didn't list yours on Craigslist though, right?
No, I didn't list my place. This was just literally that day, and I see this fucking huge fucking studio for super cheap, and I think it's only like $1,700 a month or something like that. And I was like, damn, like this is crazy. But it's Craigslist, so I'm like, this is a scam. I email the guy or whatever, don't hear back for a couple hours. I'm like, it's definitely a scam. But then I fucking go, I click around some more onto like the YouTube page from like where it was posted. The guy's legit. He texts me back while I'm on his YouTube page. He's like, if you want to come see the place, come in like a half hour. I'm doing a showing. I get there. I get to the place. Okay. It's up in Ridgewood. Get to the place. There's 4 other people waiting in line. Classic.
Yep.
Realtor walks out. He goes, I just want you guys to know this apartment's been up for a day. We showed it to 7 people yesterday. The landlord said no to all 7. She's very picky. It's like a family style place. It's family owned. There's only 3 units. The other 2 people lived here 15 years. She's very picky.
Okay.
And
that's a good sign,
yeah,
frankly.
Yes.
That's what you want. You know rent's not going up.
Exactly. So I'm like, oh shit. So we get in, and the other 3 people immediately are like, or 4 people are like, yes. Like, we'll take it. And I am like sticking around because I'm like, I'm trying to figure out like some of the like I'm trying to like look around, like make sure everything's like I'm trying to like I'm making sure like the water gets hot and the water pressure or whatever. All of a sudden, me and the realtor, we start chumming it up.
Okay,
we're becoming friends. He's like he's starting to like me. I'm cracking jokes about the fridge or whatever, and he's like, you know what?
What?
No. yeah. I
had a great fridge bit I wanted to try.
Crushing with the fridge. I was kind of doing good.
This thing makes things cold.
he pauses and he goes, you know what? I'm gonna get the landlord out here. I want you to meet her. I was like, okay.
Been in the closet the whole time.
Yeah, just busts out. She walks in and she's this kind of tiny little older lady, not old, but maybe 50s, 60s. And she's like showing me around or whatever, and a little grumpy maybe. And I'm like, okay, but I noticed her little broken English on her accent.
Here we go.
Excuse me, you from Russia? You Russian? She goes, no, Balkan. It's you wouldn't know it. I go, I'm 100% Serbian.
Nice,
100% Serbian. And she goes, you are? And she goes, I'm from Serbia, and I go, wait, and before she can say it, I go, Nagovodom Serbski ništa, which means like I don't speak Serbian, nothing. And she goes, ništa, and I was like, yeah, both my parents are Serbian. My mom was born in Guča, which is a village in Serbia, and she's like, and she says a village that's like a mile from where my mom grew up.
Hell yeah.
And she immediately switches up. She starts beaming, looking at the realtor, and she turns back to me and she's like, "What don't you like about this place?"
I'll fix it.
She goes like, "Yeah." She's like,
"Do you want my apartment? I'm up there.
Yeah,
we'll swap."
She was like, "What don't you like? I'll like, we can change this or whatever." And I was like, "No, this place looks great." And I just wanted to make sure that the shower head and everything, like the shower head actually wasn't tall enough. She had to like move it up for me.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, but I'm kind of playing it cool now. I'm playing it cool. So I go, I'm gonna walk around a little bit and I'll take some time to think. But this is so great. Thank you very much. And the realtor calls me himself like 20 minutes later as I'm walking around. He goes, I go, hello. He goes, first off, I just want to say, hell of a performance. he goes, I've never seen her like anyone like
I believe you were Serbian.
And I was like, oh shit, really? He goes, she wants to give you the place. She wants you to live here. She'll knock the price down for you.
Nice.
She knocked it down to $1,600 just for me to live there in a fucking studio.
Nice.
That's like not in bumfuck wherever.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, I fucking I was like, you know what? Like, signed, sealed, delivered. I signed for an apartment within like 10 hours of deciding that I'm moving. It were within 5 hours
that's awesome.
of deciding I'm moving. It was fucking crazy.
And in doing so, you basically guarantee you're never going to have an issue at that apartment.
I think so.
We'll knock on wood, but you live alone and the landlord loves you.
The landlord, I have a
Sounds
Serbian
good.
grandma.
Yeah.
I have a
Next thing you know, you're going to be
Bubba.
like eating dinner there in traditional garb, you know?
She did say,
no.
she did tell the realtor I look like her son.
There we go. Yeah. She's
So-
like, one catch. It's $1,600. You do have to marry my daughter. That's just.
Yeah. I think
Oh, you thought you signed the lease? It was a marriage contract.
Yeah. I mean,
see you on Monday.
She's gonna bring some stuff over. She's gonna bring some shit over. Connor, did I ever tell you that story yet?
No.
Isn't that fucking crazy, dude?
That is everyone's dream here.
Yeah, I got very lucky. I mean, also just because you live alone too, right?
Yeah.
When did you move in to your apartment? When did you stop having roommates?
I was in I lived in a 3-bedroom. It was me and 2 guys that we all got along. We were friends.
Yeah.
And it was like 2017 to 2020.
Yeah.
And during like the thick of COVID summer when prices were really cheap.
Oh yeah.
They both wanted to move out. One guy was like moving with a fiance, one guy was moving home with family, whatever. And because the market was so like renter friendly, the landlord at the 3-bedroom was begging us to stay, and it was a big, nice 3-bedroom, and they were like, "Please, we'll discount it." And I wanted them to stay so bad to not lose this place.
Yeah.
And they were both gone, couldn't find anyone to fill it, so I moved into my own. So I was like, that was 2020. August.
And that was when everyone was leaving too, so you got a sick deal.
Yeah. So in 2020 in August, I moved into my own place at a pretty good deal, and they haven't priced me out yet.
And you've had it had it so far, or the same?
Yeah, almost 5 years.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing.
And I'm in a location that I really like, and I don't know. I like having a spot that you can settle into and make yours. You know, I got the cat that I don't have to like. I don't know, just like I'm pretty like grounded in right now. So
I'm excited to. That's the thing. I'm doing all new furniture and shit. Like I'm excited about it. Dude.
You get like a nice couch for the first time ever.
For the first time, I just bought a couch. Yeah. It is crazy. Like you never for when you're like an artist or I'm not gonna call myself an artist, but when you're a comic musician, when you're like when you're doing this shit for so long, for so much of your life, you don't buy stuff. You just sort of find stuff. You just you get a couch one day.
Yeah.
You just find someone has you get someone's couch that's 3 years old for $75 on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Or you do or
even worse is like the cheapest possible option at IKEA or like Wayfair. That's what I did for a long time. I just this last year, like now I'm in my 30s, but since I moved to New York, I had the same mattress, and it was the cheapest mattress from Sleepy's.
No.
For it was like $250 bought in 2015. And I finally graduated from that mattress.
You were that thing was probably a taco by the time. Like it was probably a max taco.
Yeah, I was sliding into the middle of it.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm finally kind of graduating out of just barely that part. So I'm starting adulthood.
No, dude, it is true. This is a big adulthood podcast.
Yeah.
Because you know what, dude? I think the things that you worry about for adulthood are not your worries when you become an adult, or not the worries when you become an adult. Like, I think the DARE program got it wrong. Like, what I mean is what I mean is there's other shit that you worry. The shit you worry about in high school is not. You're not afraid. Like, drugs are not your biggest problem when you're older.
They'll fucking help. If anything,
dude. My doctor has never told me to stop smoking weed.
Yeah.
He has told me you're done with mozzarella sticks.
Yeah. Or he's like, you need a better desk chair because your back is fucked up.
Yeah. You know, you're like, there's just the drugs, DARE's whole thing was like, this is your brain on drugs. This is your brain on. It should be. This is your asshole on fajitas.
Yeah. This is your back on a bad couch that you've had for 12 years.
Yeah. It literally should be like the DARE program should have been about like posture.
That's so funny.
And it should have been about like dry weddings. And it should have been like on like escape rooms. And like
I do fuck with escape rooms,
but of course, my slightly autistic friend likes. We're gonna give you 20%.
Yeah, the test told me 46 out of 100, so oddly specific number. I literally did it like 3 hours ago. But I'll take 20.
That's just been on your mind.
Yeah. It's been.
Is this an online test?
Yeah, there are like a billion of them. I don't know. It wasn't like from it wasn't like an acclaimed lab or anything. It was,
oh my God,
like autismtest.com.
But dude, why doesn't the fucking DARE program, why doesn't the DARE program tell you to like, I'm trying to think of other shit they should have.
The DARE program would save a lot of adults if they just at one point in your 30s gave you like $10,000. Because like, I feel like all my problems are just money related, and I don't need that.
No, you don't. I
don't need that much money to be a little happy, you know?
Right. I agree.
If I had the money to just like replace my furniture and like just make my apartment nice,
that
would make me happy.
That is true.
And it's not that crazy amount of money.
It is
They
true.
say money can't buy happiness, but like I don't need that much money to buy a lot of happiness.
I just got this check from this OnlyFans taping, and I'm using that to like buy nice furniture for the first time and like get a good like again like not a coffee table that I found in an alley.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? To like get an actual real thing.
Dude, I just recently found a coffee table on the street and I replaced it. I had a coffee table from the street and I found a better one on the sidewalk. So I swapped them. I got a coffee table from the curb, brought it in my apartment, and put mine back where it was.
People, is there anything more demoralizing than, honestly, I don't know how other people, because you know what, again, like these are not like people we probably went to high school and college with have never had this feeling, but walking by something that's on the sidewalk and going like, that would look great in my apartment.
Yeah. Or even more demoralizing than that is you put something from your apartment on the stoop and nobody touches it. You're like, bro, people wouldn't fucking take my old thing for free.
Oh, you guys,
they'd rather have garbage than
Yeah, you guys don't want one of my favorite kitchen chairs? It's
that was my favorite desk for a long time.
Dude, yeah. I lived with 4 people in so that is the thing too, is like when you I lived with 4 guys in Chicago, or I lived with 1 guy in Chicago and then 4 guys in Chicago for like 3 or 4 years. Moved here, lived with 3 other guys, and then lived with 1 guy last year, and then now I'm on my own. But it's like, if your whole life you have roommates, you don't like nothing's yours.
Totally.
So you do care 50% less about whatever's, like me and Dan, we had this snake plant. And we both just like watched it die. And snake plants, they need water like once every 18 days.
It's hard to kill a snake plant.
Hard to kill.
I've tried to kill mine. They're huge.
We tortured a snake plant.
Yeah.
We Guantanamo.
Well, you didn't waterboard it because that's what it wanted.
We essentially waterboard. Yeah, we did not waterboard. Yeah. We really we rang out this snake plant, dude. It was because you're just kind of looking at shit like, oh, well, that's not technically mine, or you don't really, or it's like shit that you got, it's like shit that you got like on the street, and it's fucking It's nice to find I'm telling myself like, I'm gonna get good shit now, and I don't know, man. It's good.
Nice.
I'm
I'm excited. I want to come meet. What's grandma's name?
Vicky. Vicky. I wonder if I can. Can I say that, Connor?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Bubba Vicky. We love her. She's hilarious, man.
I want to meet her.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I can do therapy without worrying about what my roommate's hearing. And are you in therapy?
I'm not. Probably should be. I feel like I'm somewhat well adjusted.
Yeah,
But here's the thing: it's also like it costs money.
Yeah.
Right. And I've like the worst possible state health insurance. Mm-hmm. I can't even get like a normal doctor's appointment.
Right.
Let alone like telehealth therapy.
Dude, it's this is like a bit that I'm working on right now. It's like the idea. It's just like my therapist is $25 an hour. She's $25 an hour, so we're not getting much done. You can't,
yeah.
That's not much. Not a lot of breakthroughs at that price, you know. And I've been thinking about this. It's like, I don't know if I'm gonna say this on stage, but it's like some therapists cost $250 an hour, and at that point, it's like, just get a blowjob. You know what I'm saying? Blowjobs solve a lot of issues. There's not a lot of anxiety after a blowjob.
Yeah.
You know? After a blowjob, I'm never like, I hate my parents.
Yeah.
I'm never like,
you're not crying.
yeah.
Anymore.
Yeah. I'm never like, oh, I hate my fucking boss. My boss is an asshole. No, you're just like, you're kind of feeling yourself. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's her being $25 an hour.
Was it like through a website?
Yeah, I don't know how it happened. Yeah, it was might have been through BetterHelp.
I was about to say, do they sponsor this?
They should. I'm really working on myself.
Yeah, here's a plug. It's not working. No.
let's do a question from the listeners here.
And then Drago too. We're about at that time. If you want to register at all.
Oh, guys. Okay, yeah. All right. We'll do questions later on if we get to it. Wait, did I tease it?
You didn't hear.
Wait, I didn't tease what I wanted to do?
No.
All right, we'll put in we'll do a little blurb at the start then. But guys, some of you have been listening to this podcast for 3 years. Some of you have been listening to for 3.5. Some of you just started. Guys, I want you to know I've never voted. I've never voted once in my life. And that ends today. I'm registering to vote in New York City while having an Illinois license. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it on the screen here. We're going to try to fill the gaps. If for those of you listening, if you can't see, if you're on YouTube, can you pop this up on YouTube, Connor, or no?
Yeah, it's I've got it frame and frame on there. I'll show you out there.
We got a frame.
I can almost guarantee this is going to be the most complicated thing of all time.
It is, right? It is. All right, let's get into it. Email address.
You see it out there too now?
Yeah, but okay. So is this what the listeners can see?
Yeah. You want me to put it back the other way?
Viewers? No, this is fine. I mean, as long as you can see the screen. Okay, then put it.
This is more fun because you don't quite know what you're signing up for, Alex.
So it's gmail.com. Yeah, I don't know what I'm signing up for.
Yeah.
Let's just see how quickly this is for anyone who's in the New York tri-state area. I can't read.
Follow along.
I can't read it either, Connor. Can you?
No, barely. A full address is needed. Okay, we get the link. Who sent you this link?
Jeff.
Oh, I think we got to find a new link.
Where are we at on time, Connor?
50 minutes.
Oh, let's wind this bad boy down. We'll get into the Patreon. Damn. That's so fucking funny, dude. Maximus, where can people find you? And plug anything you want to plug, man. Let's let it rip.
Yeah, I'm on
do the promo.
Just mostly Instagram. Max the Very Good Boy. I'm trying to do obviously my own sketches. I'm trying to work with a lot of people. I'm trying to do some more acting and short film stuff. Trying to write more longer form stuff. Doing a little bit more stand up this summer.
He's
I'm
truly
doing a lot
one
of
the best in the game, guys.
Oh, that's sweet.
You got to check him out. He's so fucking funny, and he knows where the best Guinnesses in the city are.
We both do.
We both do now. Yeah. But yeah, we'll roll into the Patreon. We'll talk about voting, and also I had a colonoscopy, so we're gonna talk about that. Yeah. I can't believe I didn't bring that up.
We just finished
on the normal episode.
Sorry.
You've been an idiot for listening. Good night and good luck.